The main picture shows a tree that's been felled by a beaver. Top left you can see some spoonbills, bottom left Great-crested Grebe. This is my wildlife watching vlog for my trip to the Netherlands. The Netherlands I always think of as just a giant wetland nature reserve. It's an amazing place. Obviously there's a lot of damp habitats because so much of the land has been reclaimed, and when they reclaimed land, what happened is sometimes they would have the ambition of clearing large sections and completely turning them into dry land, and would then go, oh, this is a bit ambitious, we'll just leave some lakes. Sometimes they would just plan to leave lakes anyway. But basically there's a lot of wetland. In the winter it's a major destination for things like swans, geese, ducks, waders coming down from the Arctic. Ideal habitat for them, so you get a massive concentration of birds in the winter. And in the summer, which is when this video was made, you've got the standard European wetland animals. This is a Great-crested Grebe. Oh, are you sure? But it's got a spotted head. The adult's going to pop up in a minute and prove it. This particular Great-crested Grebe seemed quite happy to follow my canoe, coming very close. Sometimes I find animals are disturbed by the canoe, and sometimes they don't seem to mind and will follow along. At the end of this particular canoe trail, described on my blog or in my book, there's a platform, great place to stop and have lunch before you turn back. Also gives you a view out over some sort of lake-ish area. This is a common tern. It's a pretty fair guess, it's just caught a fish, which is why it's now looking more decisive, and it might be heading back to the nest to feed its young. Oh wait, what's that flying overhead? Oh, it's some spoonbills. There is a resident population of spoonbills here. So there is also a reintroduced population of beavers. It's pretty typical for reintroduction to go badly initially, as many of the reintroduced animals struggle. But they survived that initial period, and there is now a stable population, and there's lots of field signs. So this you can see is a twig that's been chewed. You can just see the chew marks at the end of the twig. Once maybe like 7 or 8 there, and here very clear chew marks on this felled tree. And I never saw any beavers here. It's a very large area, this this wetland sort of national park reserve, with relatively few beavers, and they tend to come out at night. Barnacle geese superficially shouldn't be here because they're supposed to spend the winter in the summer in the Arctic, but there are some that do not migrate, so they've learnt, hang on a sec, why bother migrating north if I can just hang around here all year and it's really nice. These are legit residents. We've got some black-headed gulls, some spoonbills, and the kind of middle ground, curlews. I'm not sure about the curlews. I wouldn't want to commit. Maybe they're non-breeders, maybe they're failed breeders. Yeah, so not sure. I think spoonbills are amazing. I love seeing them. So a natural kind of complement to a trip to the Biesbosch, again sorry about the pronunciation, is to go to Dranense Dunen. Yet more pronunciation dodginess. This is a large inland dune. Wait, why is there such a large dune inland? Well, it can happen, and in this case it probably wasn't so far inland before they started reclaiming so much of the Netherlands from the sea. Here's some purple moorgrass, classic plant of exposed areas like this. And this is a scarlet cup lichen. mentioned on the information boards as a local specialist plant that people like to try and see. And finally, I saw lots of meadow pipits, and this one was not sure if it was reading the notice board, but it was definitely perched on it.